So welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a really good conversation in the breakout room. We will be collating all the information from the breakouts and putting a report together, which we'll be sharing with you after the conference. But I can see some really good comments coming through already. So I'm now going to introduce Peter. So Peter Caney from BAE Systems. As I say, Peter, again, has been with us on this journey, forging the way as a cornerstone employer, supporting firstly the first group in the Blackpool area, linked to the opportunity area, which has now morphed into a Lancashire-wide group with a significant number of employers working with us to drive careers provision across Lancashire. So delighted that Peter is with us today, and I'll hand over.
Thank you, Michelle, and yeah, delighted to be with you as well this afternoon. Virtually, but you know, that's the story of where we've been, isn't it? We've had to adapt, and I think collectively, as we've been hearing, we've done a great job in that respect. So I'm going to start to just share my screen a moment. Hopefully this will all connect and work through. And trusting that you can see the slide. So yeah, thank you very much. It's an honour to represent BAE Systems this afternoon, but also to represent cornerstone employers and certainly the work we've been doing in Lancashire. So I'm going to commence by just playing a short video, I think, which I think encapsulates quite a lot of the work that we do and why we do it.
There's a source of wonder inside us all. It's what causes us to take things apart, and it's why we're always looking for new ways to make things better. It's more than instinct that lifts us higher, to peer over the horizon. It's inspiration that calls us to explore, to push beyond the limits. Throughout our life, this inspiration is with us, always growing stronger. Because at BAE Systems, our inspired by the wonder inside that's always been with us, the curiosity and commitment that give us the edge we need to see over the horizon, no matter what stands in the way, to look beneath the surface, no matter what may await, to continually push the limits, to see how far it takes us. We know where the edge is. It's inside us, propelling us, guiding us, and leading us to a place where we're part of something bigger, where we have the opportunity to take things apart and realize what we're truly made of together, where we can be inspired every day to make things better, smaller, faster, stronger, smarter, and safer than ever before, where we can look inside, glimpse the future, and protect what's truly important, because we have the edge inside us.
Okay, so I love that video. It gives me goosebumps every time I watch it, because I think it really recognises that young talent, the inhibitions of a young pupil with aspirations, with hopes, with ideas, with creativity, and how we, through our careers work, join the dots and connect inspiration with tangible kind of steps and routes through is so important. And I guess the navigating our future together is really key, and certainly within the times that we're working through now, you know, as you know, talking to voices around the careers landscape, the the challenge for young people, how, you know, what does the future look like with the challenges of what they've been through from a pandemic, can be quite daunting. But actually, I think collectively, and speaking from experience, particularly in Lancashire, through collaboration, we're actually, you know, really overcoming some of those challenges and raising aspirations and showing what can be done and what can be achieved. I love this slide. It talks about trilateration and the 3 different sort of, you know, routes to navigate from a GPS perspective, all coming together. And I think that's what the Careers Hubs gives us. You know, from a BA Systems point of view, what's really important to us is that we attract a very diverse talent pipeline, and working as a cornerstone employer, working with the CEC both locally and nationally, and importantly working with the Lancashire Careers Hub, we've been able to plug in our requirements around attracting a diverse talent pipeline, to plug in what's important to us, what are the types of skills, soft skills in particular, behavioural skills we're looking for in young people that can come through and have really sustained and enjoyable, prosperous careers with BAE Systems. But more generally, as a cornerstone employer, I don't think there's ever been, whilst we live in a complex world and environment, actually the system we operate in for careers has never been as simplified in so much of working through the hubs. And, you know, Lancashire is a fantastic hub to be part of, with some really, you know, progressive employers that really do want to share and plug in, with some fantastic schools and colleges, teachers, careers advisors that really do want to come together and create those opportunities for young people. And we've had to adapt in the last 12 months or so, but adapt well we have, and the statistics and the deliverables really speak in that regard. I think as we move forward, how we adopt more of those blended strategies is really important. To raise aspirations, our young people need to see and feel things. They need to connect the dots and have a very tangible experience. So we look forward to really welcoming, you know, pupils back into our sites and the sites of other employers across Lancashire. I think one of the exciting agendas that we're proud to promote today is our investment in the Lancashire sort of new digital skills programme for young people in Lancashire. So we're proud to have invested £300,000, which will go to support, hopefully reach 7,500 young people, and really target in that area, trying to attract more females and non-binary students into the STEM sector, into the digital skills sector, areas where they've not always traditionally, naturally ventured or thought about as a career choice. But that area for us now is so diverse in terms of the skills we're looking for. We really do need to attract a diverse talent pipeline. And how do we help connect those dots? Well, seeing is believing, and providing those opportunities, but also supporting careers advisors, those influences, teachers, in terms of educating and supporting you in the classroom, so that you have the tools to hand to be able to inspire and educate and join those dots and help us create that talent pipeline all the way through into industry. So really excited that we're able to sponsor this, and look forward to working with hopefully many of you on the call, individuals and the organisations that you represent over the next 12 months. And I'm going to hand over to Kay.
Exciting project, supporting young people and getting that understanding of the opportunities that exist in Lancashire around STEM careers. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all the other cornerstone employers that are supporting young people across Lancashire. I cannot underestimate the impact that you have on young people, and I want to thank you on behalf of the Careers Hub. If you just bear with me, I will share my screen. Hopefully everyone can see my slides. On behalf of Inspire and the Lancashire Careers Hub team, apologies, just bear. Technology, just bear with me. Can everybody see it now? Thank you very much. On behalf of Inspiring the Lancashire Careers Hub team, we are thrilled to continue to support you all and want to thank you all for your innovation and commitment that you continue to give to careers provision. It is a pleasure to be leading the Lancashire Careers Hub, and I'm looking forward to supporting you alongside the rest of the team in developing and embedding high quality careers programmes during this academic year. The aims of the Lancashire Careers Hub team this year and the wider Careers Hub work are to share best practice, ensure we can support you to collaborate and provide practical solutions that support the Gatsby benchmarks and help you unpick what exists beyond the benchmarks. Actively collaborate with enterprise advisors and employers to enable young people to take part in meaningful employer encounters, and to ensure the work of Lancashire Careers Hub is fully integrated and contributes towards Lancashire's wider future skills priorities. We are keen to ensure our support is tailored to meet the needs of each and every school and college in Lancashire Careers Hub, and we'll be working closely with all career leaders and employers to be able to provide continued support from your enterprise coordinator, area network meetings, sharing how local stakeholders and business networks can add value to your careers provision. Continued development of our SEND and alternative provision and FE communities of practice. And as was mentioned in the chat, we are looking to hold an SEND virtual conference throughout this year. And we'll also be looking at how we can support you to spread the practice that was developed as part of the AP community of practice, specifically on the transition of young people to their best next step. More of that will come. And if anybody in mainstream settings are interested in joining our SEND and AP community of practice, then please get in touch with your enterprise coordinator. As many of you have seen over recent weeks, the Starting Lancashire are commencing. So we're doing 8 campaigns across this year, and also developing the site to support SEND young people. So there'll be a more tailored site, which is really focusing on the needs of SEND, enabling them to access the digital platform the same way all young people in Lancashire are doing. We're building partnerships with local and national organisations to bring projects to Lancashire, including the amazing BAE funded digital project mentioned by Peter, CyberGirls First provision in parts of the Careers Hub, the Teen Tech Festival as referenced by Michelle this spring, Key Stage 3 labour market information board games that have been a huge success in Blackpool and the Fylde course will be spread to other areas of Lancashire and Blackburn with Darwen, and continue to develop Starting Lancashire through the funding that we've received as part of the twinning work of the Blackpool Opportunity Area. I also wanted to go back to a point that was raised by Ollie, and highlight the wide range of support available through the Careers and Enterprise Company, which includes short webinars for governors, for senior leaders in education and enterprise advisors, and in particular the DFE funded Careers Leader Training with an associated bursary on completion, which we advocate for all careers leaders to participate in. The Careers and Enterprise Company have recently launched a shorter course which is aimed at senior leaders with responsibility for careers. Please get in touch if you'd like to find out more. As I've mentioned at the start of my presentation, we really value the support of our enterprise advisors and cornerstone employers, and we will be providing and further developing our support for you. This will include enterprise advisor, network meetings, and CPD opportunities, supporting you in showcasing how your business networks can add value to Lancashire Careers Programme, an opportunity to buddy and work together with other enterprise advisors, dedicated support from your enterprise coordinator, and recognising your commitment through the Lancashire Skills Pledge. If you haven't already, to be recognised and by pledging for the work that you're already doing, then again, please get in touch and we can make that happen for you. And this year, we're really pleased to have received funding both from the Careers and Enterprise Company and Blackpool Opportunity Area to enable the support of a dedicated employer engagement enterprise coordinator, Michelle Fox, and she will be supporting our wider engagement with all the businesses in Lancashire. And we also want to support you in your contribution to inspiring Lancashire's future workforce. We are particularly excited to have secured funding through the Careers and Enterprise Company to deliver 2 test and learn research projects, which will enable us to research the impact of different models of careers provision. The first is the Hub Incubation Project, which supports our work with BAE and tests with 8 schools different intensities of digital careers provision in Year 8 and the impact that they have on GCSE option choices. The second project, the Effective Transition Project, which is funded by JP Morgan, enables us to work with 105 young people who are at risk of becoming NEET and on free school meals and are currently in Year 10, supporting them through Year 10 and 11 and into the first 6 months of their post-16 destination, whilst enabling them to access both extended work experience and/or the support of an engagement coach. This project, as mentioned, will run for 2.5 years, and we will ensure that we continue to share the learning across the whole of the Careers Hub. As you may have seen, we have been adding a significant amount of news and best practice to our Lancashire Careers Hub website. The site showcases best practice with news items. So please, can I encourage you all, as enterprise advisors, cornerstone employers and career leaders, to share news items and projects and information with us that we can post on the site to ensure that practice gets spread across the area. Please also watch out for a range of campaigns, the first which will, through Starting Lancashire, the first which will focus on Lancashire Day, that are running across the year. And that will be aligned to different elements of your careers programme, from option choices in Year 9 through to making that transition to post-16 learning. Finally, I want to thank my 12 Inspirer colleagues within the Careers Hub, that they're passionate about the work that we do and excited to be part of the careers revolution in Lancashire. I'll now hand back to Michelle Lotey-Jones.
Great, thanks, Kay. So whilst Peter and Kay have been talking, I've got a little bit of feedback from some of the facilitators from the breakout sessions. So just to give you some headlines, but as I say, we'll do a little report and circulate that round. So some of the key things that came through was a full aspect of employer encounters and experiences has opened up access to a wider range of insights and opportunities. 2 examples were construction sites, for example, and robotics in sterile theatres. So enabling young people to experience things virtually, which would be quite tricky in a physical setting. But also, you know, a plea for the face-to-face, particularly for things like work experience, where young people do need to physically interact with employers and be on employer sites. particularly for our young people with special educational needs, so to inspire them. Opportunities for work as well, a point made about the pandemic and Brexit, and that the labour market has changed. And so therefore we need to make sure we're using up-to-date labour market intelligence and insights to ensure young people get an insight into the opportunities. And of course, you know, there's new jobs coming all the time, particularly as digital and technology emerges. So some of the jobs of the future we don't know yet, but we need to give our young people the skills, the ambition, the aspiration and insight to pursue those opportunities. A point made about the changing world of work. And indeed, we've all had to do this, get used to remote working. So what does that mean for young people? And, you know, when they join a company, whether it be blended, whether they will be remote working, we need to equip young people with those employability skills to enable them to adapt to those new ways of working as we have, and they're still kind of adapting to. One more thing, dovetailing careers into teaching. So I think, you know, there is a lot of great work going on in terms of embedding careers into curriculum. So for example, with maths, how it is used in the world of work, these are the kind of jobs that you might use these skills. And it's very much about employers and teachers coming together to help embed that into the curriculum and bring it to life. And things like bring a buddy scheme for the enterprise advisors. I think, you know, a call out to do more of that, where employers can connect with other businesses within their networks and through the business networks that they're part of, to encourage more employers to get engaged. So as I say, we'll bring those together and we'll circulate a little bit of a report, and that will help to inform how the Careers Hub evolves over the coming year. So I'd like to say thank you to Peter and to British Aerospace for all their sponsorship, raising the profile of digital and technical careers. It's a fantastic opportunity for our young people to gain an insight into those opportunities. I'd like to say a big thank you to our delivery partner, Inspira, to Kay, who's fantastic in terms of our Careers Hub lead, and the Careers Hub team. And I'm sure if we were all together, you would applaud them for their commitment and support to the schools, the colleges, the businesses, and helping to provide that glue and bring things together. Thank you to Ollie and the team at the Careers and Enterprise Company, and particularly our regional lead, Caroline. A big thank you to Sarah to her support locally, but also articulating government's recognition of the importance of careers provision in supporting the levelling up agenda and also the social mobility of our younger people, particularly in our more disadvantaged communities. A big thank you to all our fabulous enterprise advisors who are giving their time voluntarily to support the work with young people. They are fully committed to inspiring our future workforce, which is fantastic. So a big thank you. And also, of course, our careers leaders, which are conduit into the schools and colleges individually in their own right, driving the importance of careers provision and ensuring that it gets locked into the strategic plans of the school. So a big call out to our careers leaders as well, and the and senior leadership teams that are recognising the importance of raising the aspirations of young people and the impact that that has on their education and their next steps. So I'd like to close by playing a short video which showcases the impact of careers in one of our schools. And I hope very much to see you in person in June next year when we have our next physical conference. So thank you, everyone. And the video is going to play now, and then we'll close the session. Thank you.
So I'm Maurice Sapp. I'm CEO and founder of the Info Group. In my role within the Careers and Enterprise Company, I'm a board director. And the thing I'm most proud of is I'm an enterprise advisor for Tahidal Boys and Tahidal Girls in Blackburn. They are delivering a world-class careers education provision to our students. Ultimately, what are we doing here? We are nurturing and developing talent to go into the world of work. Inspiration comes from peer to peer, you know, role models, people who've come from the same background, who've come from the same streets, grew up in the same area. Those are the people who can really make that sort of spark of that light bulb moment, that inspiration. And careers education, as it is with our mainstream syllabus, has to be personalized. And that's how you make this intervention impact, particularly in our disadvantaged communities.
Hello, my name is Majid Ditter. I am the principal of Tahidal Islam Boys High School. Our ultimate ambition at Tahidal Boys is for every young man to become part of the growing economy in Lancashire and beyond. Our careers programme is continually improving to nurture today's leaders and inspiring our future generations.
Hi, I'm Shira Patel, the Director of Learning at Tahidal Boys High School. So essentially for us, the LEP is critical. The Careers Hub, which is on the back of the LEP, is critical. The Careers Advisor, which is on the back of the Careers Hub, and the CEC is absolutely crucial. And without all of these things, our provisions, I would say, wouldn't even be half as good as they currently are. I would say that the LEP's the glue that holds it all together.
I think the thing that inspired me to go to Oxford was the actual trip itself, because before that I'd never think I'd get to see the university, but when we went there it was a tangible experience and it really sparked my ambition. It made me believe that it was possible to do this.
We've got lots of options given to us. For example, I'm pursuing my love for sport as well as doing A-levels. If football doesn't go as planned, I could perhaps go into a career of accounting.
That's the actual acid test. That, yeah, we'll do a lot of work and we'll do a lot of activities, which is brilliant, but we are only measured by our output, and our output and impact is the destinations.